Hi folks, Draven here. I just thought I'd do the video of a tour of our server, showing you my base anyway. We did have a few other players on the server, but they're not playing just now, or haven't been for quite a while. Right, so this is where I chose to have my main base. You can see I've been making some main rooms up on the top of the peaks here. I'll just go up and show you this one. This is how it's going to look, how they're all going to look with the slopey edges and everything put on, and the various little touches. I see I've missed a few blocks over here. Well, they were there. Okay, so you can see I've still got to do that to all these ones here. This is on survival. We're not using creative mode, so I shall just, you can see I've got a draconic energy store down there, and there's the main entrance into my base. Down here, this force field and this gun turret. I'm just going to show you this. This is my draconic energy store in there. I'll show you how you get into it from that tunnel over there. You can see it from the outside, sort of built into the landscape. Let me just go back around to the entrance. So these gun turrets are all fed by there's actually a couple of ender chests in there, so it's always got armor piercing cartridges on it, so it automatically shoots anything that comes near my entrance to keep it safe for departing. So let's just head in here. There's still quite a lot to be finished off, improved upon. I'll show you the main areas. It might be a bit jerky at points. Let me get my elevator down. Hopefully. There we go. Flintstone level is just bedrock. It's just my little joke. I don't think there was anything down at that level in here. Can't remember, it's been so long. I was obviously planning something. Right, we'll go have a look at my reactor area first. So let's head up to there. See these elevators, you can see out the side of the peaks. All glass encased. My glass tunnels. I haven't finished all the little finishing touches here yet, but it'll be getting done. And there's my draconic energy store down there. So we're just coming up to the reactor tower. The top floor, there's nothing on it much, I don't think. It's just the bare bones cylindrical building. Yeah, nothing up here. You can see I've been using builders to build these, and they get their building materials from the ender chests. Get good views from up here. This is probably just for the, it's just for the screen controllers. Oops. Right, let's go down to, well, look at the draconic power store first. Feels like I'm going to sneeze. again, I need to finish off these corridors a bit better. So I've got all these displays up showing how much draconic energy is stored. So I've got 356 giga, whatever, and how much we're using just now against what's being generated. Let me just, I've got a jetpack on, so as you can see somewhere, I've got my draconic chest plates on. So this is my main energy store with lots of power tesseracts to distribute, well, the entangle porters to distribute the power out and receive power. These are taking the power in from various places, which I will show you from where, and these are distributing the power out to my flux power network. But I quite like my spherical glass building here to house it. You can see all the, this is the cabling for the computer that's running this, or getting, so it can receive how much power is stored here. I've got an adapter for open computers. I'll show you where that goes. We shall head down here, back to the lift. There's maintenance tunnels all over the place. You can see one under there. I could probably, let me dig through here. Oh, wrong one. You can see my cable in here goes into this area. I've got these maintenance shafts all over the place, taking all my Applied Energistics 2 data network everywhere. And that's for the screen controllers for the elevators. Right, let's go down to the reactors. And I've got a force field here to stop anybody coming into this area. So I've got an open computer set up here, which is currently running all my turbines and reactors. I'm showing you how much uranium we have. And nothing in here is actually running, although it is on automatic, but I have a draconic reactor, which I shall show you, which is generating enough power just now for everything. But if it runs out of fuel or I need more, this will all kick in automatically. You can see how much energy we've got stored and how much demand there is. So again, we don't need that on just now, but this shows you all the turbines. So I've got 6 turbines and 2 reactors, all getting fed into a flux network. Let's just head out here. I had a step here, I think, here. I guess we'll have to get rid of this guy. So I've tried to make this look as nice as I can, but so I mean, I've got a couple of reactors generating steam. This is all the water pumps being fed into both these reactors, and here's all the steam coming out. These are all hooked up to that Open Computers program, so it runs all these, switches them off and on when needed. So I've got 2 reactors, and here's my 6 turbines. Again, all controlled by the Open Computer program. It's a bit dark in here at points, but I need more lighting. I still need to dig out the wall around here make it the same as the rest of this. I added these two on at the last moment. I've got one at either end. I only had 4 turbines to start with. Again, see, they're all connected up to the open computers, and then they feed all the power into the entangle porters, which feed into the draconic store. Reactor number 2. And here's the rest of the turbines. Oh. So you won't see them going just now, because unless the draconic reactor switches off. Don't need them. This is my maintenance access tunnel. There's backup storage, power, energy store for the computer system in case there's an issue. There's enough power here to get keep the computers going until I fix the issue. Everything is on an applied energistics network, and there's terminals up above there. I'm using peer-to-peer tunnels to give me enough channels on the network. There's screens here showing you there's peer-to-peer tunnel. Yeah. I've always got a screen here showing which cable and which channel we're on. I'll show you the main computer hub in a bit. You can see it's all run off of here. Everything's automatic. A bit dark in this tunnel, isn't it? I thought I had lights in here. So these basically are supplying the reactors with uranium through the AE2 network. Which you can see out here. You can see in the back of the reactors here. This is the AE2 network, so we're taking out the plutonium, I think it is, and feeding in uranium. And this up here, well, this just feeds into my main, that feeds into my main maintenance tunnel, which I'll show you back up in the computer. In the control room for the reactors. So you can see this is all stored on the AE2 network. This is my network in here. There's not much on this one. I just needed the one dense cable to here. There's only 2 channels being used. That's feeding down to take the uranium to the reactors. This goes all the way right to the very top of the mountain, or the peak. You can see that's the data cable coming from the storage area, energy store. I've got various, I can't remember what this bit's for. It's in here. Ah, right. This comes from the main AE2 control room. Back to the reactors here. So I'll just go down here. And back out. So this is a terminal for the AE2 network. Takes a wee while to feed up. There we go. Showing you everything I've got stored. And this is the FluxNet for the power. You can see I'm getting 408,000 RF per tick in, and I'm putting out 289 RF per tick. This takes us to my Borg ship, which is where the draconic reactor is. I shall show you that. Will I show you that now? No, we won't take the teleport there, we'll fly out to it. So let's head back up to exit to main tower. So down under here is where that purple AE2 dense cable is running to connect the buildings up to each other. So just head back over this way. And we shall head up to the AE2. There's nothing in the top floor of this, I don't from memory. I haven't laid it out yet anyway. It is going to be something. We've got a teleport to our main hub where you can get to all the other players' bases. This is the maintenance shaft, you can see, running all the way down to the very bottom. You can see I've got 3 of the dense cables here that are used for the peer-to-peer channeling. There's usually another 3 here, which you'll see in the next building. I usually have 6 main cables. So let's head over to the tower. These lifts get jammed sometimes when you first go down them. You can see there's the draconic storage. I built these connecting tunnels. Well, I seem to have missed a block there. Right, this is again on the maintenance shaft, so you can actually see the 6 cables in here for the peer-to-peer networking. And this is the cable that leads over to the reactor tower. I've tried to make it look as authentic as possible, like with the maintenance lights and that. Right, this is the main building. It's got lots of different levels on it. We shall get the elevator to here and we'll start on the top floor and work our way down. So this is my main area. This is where all my applied energistics setup is built. These bits here are just temporary. Can't remember what's in there. This is I've got a few teleporters. One to my old base from memory. I think it's that one. I can't remember what this one's for. But I've got a force field around here invisible, so you can actually leave yourself AFK in this bit. You won't get hurt if anything spawns. So we have got we've got all our, this is our main AE2 processor. That's our core. You can see it's got what's it, 8 on the other side. Something like 32 or something sides, and you can see I've got P2P tunnels on every edge in here, on here. And these all link out to the different colors with their own controllers. You can see we were looking at purple earlier. So here's the purple. So this this side of the processor or the computer core, all the connections come out of here and they go into this. They go into the peer-to-peer tunnels. So like I've got 32 channels here coming in, so it just takes up one channel along here and then exits out wherever I need it. Each of these boxes has a memory card for the link, so I can just take this out for hooking up the other end of the peer-to-peer network. And they're all the same. I've got memory cards on each of these. So that's my main link. There's a quantum link back to my original base, which I shall show you. There's very little there now, but I needed this so I could still access my network from there. So we've got all the crafting computers of various sizes, all linked up under this floor. You've got all the molecular assemblers. You can see they're all numbered up. It's the same at the other side. So we've got plenty of capacity for auto crafting. This is my main SSD setup for all the storage. It was completely full of 1024K storage cells, but it's in the process of automatically upgrading it to the 4096K storage cells, which is why it's emptied all the empty 1024 ones, and it's slowly auto crafting new 4096 ones and putting them into a slot. It does that automatically here. You can see here's all the old cells, and this takes all the data out of a cell once it's got an empty cell that they can use, and dumps everything back in. This was taken apart the old cells to use, but you can't do that with the extended ones. I've got the fluid storage, which I shall show you where that is created. But as I say, there's not many cells in here at the moment because it's been emptying them. But you can see from here, so you can see this crafting unit is actually trying to create a 4096 storage cell just now. You can see how much stuff it needs to create one. It takes about half an hour for each one. It uses a lot of Certus quartz ore up. And a lot of gold. So it's currently making that. There's what they all doing. That's making grinding balls to help get more ore out of each block of ore. It's creating processors. You can see that from here. We're creating melodic grinding ore automatically when we need it. Creating the cell, creating processors. It's all doing that just now. You can see from here how much energy we've got stored. You can see what's coming in from the quarries. Real time, you've got a charging station for your jetpack and your suit. And this is your pattern terminals for the AE2. This is my interface controller. You can see this is everything it can currently automatically build. It's quite a lot of stuff. So like if I wanted, if I come over here and I say, say I want to make some concrete. This is all, it can make every colour of concrete. So like so I've only got one line concrete powder. Let me take that out of there. So say I want another 10 of these. It's going to take sand, gravel. It can create the lime, every colour of lime powder, every colour of floral powder, and then it'll craft that for me. Probably already done it. Yeah, it's already done it. That's how quick it is. And with the colours, I'll show you the colour creation later. But likes of, let me see, what could I make? Or I'll just leave that just now. So I'm in complete control of my system from up here. This is my SSD drives. It's hooked into all those drive units over there. So you can see all the ones that are got stuff in them, and there's 108, 101 currently empty. And this is my fluid. You can see I've got creosote, destabilized redstone, glowstone, essence, skeleton, latex, lava, liquid meat, pink slime, resonant ender, sewage, and water. It's all stored in there. This is my 82 upgrade system that's running down at the bottom there. I can switch that off and on just by clicking on these buttons. All my quarries are controllable from here. I think they're all currently on. It's my quantum quarries, and I've got 2 void ore miners and a resource miner and a botanical miner. These ones are currently switched off, the resource and the botanical. So you can see I can toggle these off and on if I don't need so much stuff stored. So this is my main area. I shall now take you down to my farming level. Out of interest, let me just fly back up here, but if I can, once the lift unsticks. There's actually some things I want to show you here. You can see all the cabling under the floor for the A2 network. And I do have hatches everywhere. I was going to show you this. Yeah. So you can see which P2P tunnel is connected up there. And it tells you which one you're on, so you're on orange 1. So like that's hooked up to here. It's onto the first one, which is up in there somewhere. And I've got hatches all over the place. Somewhere. There. So it shows, so you can get in to check stuff. And it's like that all over. Same with the Baka here for the. So you can see the screen controllers. I like to keep stuff hidden away. So right, that's my spawner, so I'm still in the middle of building that. I'll show you that in a minute. This is my farming level. I've tried to make it look a bit darker and a bit more cramped. Again, you've got the 82 main network cable coming. You can see it coming along there. As I say, everything's automated. We've got our sheep for the wool. So we've got chickens for eggs. We've got cows being bred. There's the adult ones. There's the calves. We've got our piglets and our pigs. We've got sheep and we've got chickens. Oh, and we've got a trapped creeper. So this is all automated. As soon as like a cow grows to adulthood. Wherever it comes down here automatically and along, there's a tunnel along here over to my slaughterhouse. So they all appear down here. In fact, there we go. And that gathers up everything and stores that into these. So we've got mutton, got wool, eggs, feathers, beef, leather, pork, and chicken. We also collect sewage and mob essence. The animals are fed, so this is local storage. You can see we've actually got about 1 million of those and 500,000 of that. This all comes through our AE2 network. I'll take you in behind the scenes a bit. So you can see we've got this area is practically finished. I've got noise deadeners. There's the separators. I've got access tunnels everywhere for the AE2 network. So you can see there's a chicken feeder. It gets sent seeds to feed the chickens with through the AE2 network. You can change the timer. They were getting fed far too much. So I've got a timer in here. It sends a redstone signal up. These are all the access tunnels. So basically the same at this side. This is for collecting the wool and the eggs. Again, that takes us down to some access tunnels. And this is basically the same, but for the sheep. Everything's laid out the same, really. This is behind the scenes of the slaughterhouse. I was getting a bit. It was very difficult to set this up due to lack of channels on the AE2 network, but I use these storage buses against interfaces to separate off each couple of sections, so it uses a lot less channels. You can see this is where all the food's coming in from the AE2 network. The jerkiness is when we're coming within range of the Borg artifact ship, which I'll show you. Okay, so that was the other end where the eggs were being collected. This is my separate controller here, goes on its own little subnet. This collects the stuff from the mob crusher. That puts the liquids up there, and then this is for feeding into all the other quantum storage units. Piglet feeder controllers. So everything's accessible from here. All the behind the scenes stuff. I put quite a lot of work into this area. Just tried to make it look good. This is the way to the plants. All my crops. There's a river here, so I had to put my tunnel down under the river. This is my first of my greenhouses. I only have the one though at the moment. But you can see it's dug right into the ground with multiple layers. different crops, and it's got a glass dome. This is all automated. Again, it's on the A2 network. We've got zombies. Let's get rid of you. Got chorus fruit, 2.7 million of it. I wonder why it's still green for go. If the light's off, it's not producing anymore. It waits until it's below that level. So if I was the likes of... is that oak? Yeah, that's oak trees. Let's find our oak. What is that again? Spruce wood, sorry. Let's have a look at our spruce wood. You can see we've got 1 million. If I take a stack of that out, or 2, there, see it's gone green now because it knows we've got less than 1 million, and it'll start to chop the trees down, or should do. Yeah, it's got enough now, so it's turned it back off. And it does that for everything. I wonder why that's at 2.7. I usually just keep 1 million of stuff. Never mind. Right, and we've got oak trees here. I haven't done anything there. Let's go down a level. This is the elevator. So we have got melons, carrots. These are all at maximum stock levels. Pumpkins and wheat. So I've got lighting underneath to help the growth. You can see the A2 network from above, which switches on if there's not enough for this item in stock. Switches everything on. It's got its own localized storage for likes of tools, output oak saplings, fertilizer, spruce saplings. It creates fertilizer when it needs it. It feeds that in. Let me have a look over here. So you can see we've got fertilizer, and it creates obsidian hoes and axes where needed. It crafts new ones all the time if necessary. You can see we've got 1.8 million apatite ore for creating and turning into fertilizer. Wonder why this is... let me have a look. Oh, why is that set to 0? We're less than 1 million. And we don't have a thing there. That's why that's constantly going. We'll just leave it just now. I'll fix it later. Next level down is cotton. We've got canola seeds, coffee, barley, and then we've got netherwort, cactus, sugar cane, and ender lilies. Everything you need. Again, it's all controlled. They've all got their own ME controllers, own storage systems, and they export everything back out into the main network so that I can use it. There's my base up there. Let's head back out here. And we shall head down to the next level. Oh, I could quickly show you the spawners. I haven't finished them yet, so try and get in there. Spawners. Again, there's like maintenance tunnels with all the AA2 network coming down. There's a bit of a mess in here at the moment. This is me just trying to build the place up with my builders. But basically I've got, let me walk over here, I've got this glass control room. I can switch everything off and on from here. I've got different spawn tanks, and it just creates everything, collects everything, feeds it back into the AA2 network. I've got it set to always have 1,000 nether stars being created over there. And then we've got, it needs this for creating the nether stars. This was really hard to get up and running. Again, that feeds back into the main network on purple 2. Now it likes it. I'm going to switch that's off, so I can switch everything off. Blue slimes, blizzards, squids, wither skeletons, magma cubes, and endermen. I'll just leave it switched off just now, I think. This is my tanks, so you can see, with the spawners in them. This is for my wither bosses. They get spawned in here automatically. It's quite a complicated setup, but it does work. I've got some gun turrets here in case any mobs get out of control. They're automatically reloaded from a constant supply of cartridges. I'll show you where they're produced in a bit. Let me get out of here. Let me just put this stuff away. Don't need any of that. Put that. I've got a wireless crafting terminal. I'll just take that away. Yeah. Right, manufacturing. This is my main automatic manufacturing area. You can see all the P2P network dense cables coming in, running along the roof there. This is just spare blocks for me building the place. So we've got stoneworks, which is, as you see, automatically pumping out stone, gravel, sand, glass, and silicon ingots, it looks like. And they get stored into here, respectively. Oh, silicon, right. That's creating silicon. I like using these impulse ducts and retrievers and that. I presume that's what that's making. I've got access to the AA2 network from here. It's the same in all the rooms. I've got maintenance shafts. Showing you which channel we're on. Red 2 here. See, that's coming off of the cable run along the roof. And that runs round on its own little subnet here. 6 channels used. That's for all these things. So that if I look underneath, this is my power coming off of the FluxNet. So there, you can see that there's the storage cable units up there connected to my AE2 network, and that's the power running into the Stoneworks. Over here is the color production room, fully automated as usual. It's connected up to, you can see we've got 8 colors in each of these interfaces. And this is where the magic happens. So basically, when you ask for color, it comes in here and it produces the red petals. It sends the red petals and the, well, it's got the shears in here, and below these is, it sends fertilizer in as well. Yeah, it makes fertilizer. There we go. And then the different colors. Grows the plants, chops them. It takes half of what it produces and puts back into the system, and then sends the rest out. Here's all the powders and the petals. So if I say I want, let's see what powders we've got. I don't have a lot of just now. Yellow. Let me take the yellow out. So say I want 100 yellow. So it's going to take 14 sand, 7 apatite, tall mystical flowers, and it'll craft 112 of that. Go. So everything comes in. You can see the apatite coming along. It's going into here. There's the seeds, there's the plants getting grown, chopped, and gathered back up. And that's them getting split off, so we get half the plants coming back for later use. And then these get converted into the powder, which gets put back into the system. You can see it's making the yellow powder there. And that just keeps going. The flowers are gathered up into this crate. So it's a nice system, it works well. I'll keep that on me just now. These are meant to look like laboratories. Again, everything's, you can see everything underneath, all the cabling. I try and keep that out of sight. Next room along, we've got mystical crops of various things. So these are just constantly growing. What's this one growing? That's obsidian. So I've always got a supply of obsidian. Glowstone. Heaps of different things in here. Water essence, earth essence. Blizz rods, gunpowder. So these are just getting fed with water and yeah, it's just water, isn't it? And that's all fed into the AE2 system. I don't have a door on here. Let me just store this away. Across the way we have concrete production. So basically we've got eight different colours in each of these. Gets fed into this crate and is then split off across all these fluid transposers to take the concrete, mix it with water, turn it into the concrete blocks. So if I say I want so none of them are really low, is there? We'll just take the grey. Say I want a couple of hundred of them. Takes the 25 floral grey powder and it'll create that if necessary. Did I tell it to work? Do it. Did I actually tell it to do that? Huh. Let me try that again. Oh, there's 200 there. That was really quick. Like light grey. Let's make 1,000 of that. So it's going to have to make some colouring. Here you go. You can see all the... It's split across all the machines so that it produces it as quickly as possible. And then that gets fed from here back into the AE2 network. There's a import bus behind there somewhere that's pulling it out of here. You can see it's pulling out. Next room, we have liquid production. Yep, need a door. You'll see signs up all over the place. So we've got access to all our store here for our fluid. We're making, what's in there? That's energized glowstone. This is the rubber essence. Yeah, I need to push that wall back just to make it look nicer. This one is burning logs to make creosote oil. And that one's just water. So this is my main liquid production. You can see if I won't be able to change that. Right. We've got our AE2 inscribers room. Very important room. Yeah, I need to make this a bit quicker. I need to double everything up because it's a bit slow. But basically these are making the silicon, printed silicon. Got all the silicon there. Got a bit of a mix. And then it takes the Certus or the gold or whatever and makes the circuits there. And these ones make the processors. It's automatic in that it always tries to keep 10,000 of each processor in stock, but because I'm making the upgraded storage cells just now, it's using them up very quickly. But this just runs away constantly by itself. This is for making flux crystals. So if I ask for flux crystals, which we already have 2002 of, then it will drop the ingredients down into this water and then suck up the manufactured item. I quite often use this thing, time in a bottle, speed this up, look. if I'm in a rush to get stuff done. That speeds these machines up. You can see everything getting created here and stored into the AE2 system. So it's quite quick really. It's just, I really need to make the same again above. Liquid production, we've been into. That's the wrong way, I need to go this way. Fluidic item production. So this takes fluids and makes other things from it. Get rid of the pink cable. I didn't like the pink cable. And I need to move this wall back because I added this extra machine in. Okay, so these fill things with gelid. Whatever they're needing. What's this one? This is redstone. That's the latex, so that's for making rubber. And this one is glowstone, and that is glacial for making snowballs. So again, everything just runs by itself. This is, what's this waiting for? Tiny dry rubber. So we must have 10,000 of them in stock. So I mean, if I up that, you'll see it's making the tiny rubber. And we'll just take away that 0 again. Okay, that's a dead end from memory. This room needs finishing off so it looks nice, but basically this is the automated workbenches. This one makes vacuum tubes. This one is circuit boards. And this one is the bullets. Armor piercing cartridges. We've got an automated slice and spice for creating Z logic controllers. What's this one do? Well, this is their different plates. This is a compactor. It takes different ore and compacts it down and make plates. And this is our cartridge store, which the turrets pull from. I put it in an ender chest because I can put a turret wherever I like and just have an ender chest hooked up to it. So like if I take out those bullets, it should start making new ones, I think. There, look, there's the bullets coming along, getting crafted. That's them, and they get stored back in the system. And they get put in this chest originally. Yeah, there we go. Let me just put this bullet away. So I get there's space in here for doing other various things, but this, so a Z logic controller, let's create a couple of them. These things. So if I said I want 10 of them, see it's got heaps of stuff it needs to make these. It's needing gold ingots pulverized down into powder. And that should then come into here. There we go. And it makes a Z logic. Fully automated. So if we head along, we shall go down to the next area. The spaceport isn't built yet, it's just a sort of dead end at the moment. We'll go to ore processing. Again, quite a dark area. We've got all our AA2 cabling. We've got access to our maintenance tunnel. We've got our pulverizing room. These are all really set up very similar. But you can see any ore that comes in here, uranium, any uranium is automatically put through the system. Let's go back to here. There's uranium coming through. Gets pulverized down into 4 dust using these, the grinding balls, to get a higher amount of ore out. What's in here? So we've got all our different things this system can grind up. And this one creates the balls. It automatically crafts, so there's always enough grinding balls in stock. Again, this is making more glowstone dust, like aluminium, platinum, iron. So this handles that, all that, and it's quite quick. If I was to say I wanted iron dust, I've already got 150,000. Let me just go to here. So if I wanted 1,000 of that, got something flying about. You can see it's going to take 500 iron ore and convert it into 1,000. It's actually going to give us a lot more than that because I get 4 to 1 rather than 2 to 1. You can see it pumps all the iron into here, pushes it through. All these SAG mills are upgraded to melodic capacitors, so they run really quick. So we get a lot of iron back out. And again, that all works automatically. Anything that I ask to be created that needs iron dust, it will automatically get done here. Then we have metallurgic enrichment. This makes, what does this make again? Oh, these compressed plates that mechanism needs. It also makes flux crystals, pure ones, dilithium crystals. So like if I say I want compressed obsidian, say I want 100 of them, they'll all get done here and created very quickly, usually. Here we go. There. You can see it runs very well. I've tried to make the rooms look a bit factory-like. Got a smelting room. So it takes the iron ingots with the pulverized dust and converts it straight into ingots. There's various different ingots, and we've also got circuit boards, glass, conduit binder, plastic. So if I want plastic, seared bricks. I can extend this as well if necessary. You can see it's making uranium there, smelting the uranium. Then we've got metallurgic infusion. These are all separate, they only create one thing each, I think. Yeah, so these are for mechanism and that for upgrading items. Enriched iron for making steel. So like if I ask for steel, we've got 611. If we just say we want 100 steel, you can see it's going to take coal, iron, steel blend it has to make, then it has to enrich the iron, and these compressed carbon. So this should start running. So I don't need the big steel smelters, I just use this setup. Here we go. I should get some steel coming in here. Well, that's the enriched iron, then it has to go back round again. I've just tried to automate everything so that if I need something built, it's available to me. So this steel blend will be going to the smelters and getting smelted into bars. And we've got metal of room keeping ingots. Okay. So this is the this is special alloys that we need, like energetic alloy ingots and crystalline alloys and signalum and lots of different things in here. Endurium, vivid alloys. I needed a lot of this for making the turbines and that. Again, all these are upgraded to as high as I can get them. This tunnel's not quite finished, and I think this was for making our, yeah, this was our fancy factory blocks. I was just trying to get them to make them automatically. I needed that for building the artifact, which I shall show you shortly. This is a long video. Right, let's go down to the quarries. This is very much just a functional area. It's not been made to look nice. But I've got screens here showing which ones are on, what they're currently sending into the system. Again, I've got access to the network. This takes everything from the quarries. It gets rid of stuff I don't want. Like it filters out stuff. Like here, I don't want dirt, granite, stone. That just gets thrown into this trash can. And this is my quarries. So I've currently got 2 tier 5 ore quarries. I've got all these quantum quarries that I really like. They've all got silk touch on them. And it's the same down here. We've got a, which one's this? A resource miner and a botanic miner. These are just to control them with the redstone signals to turn them off and on. But they're all running away, sending all their blocks that they quarry up back into the system. On the red channel here, I haven't put in one of my screens up, that's dreadful, to say which channel it's on. So that's all that area is. As I say, the spaceport isn't really anything. Let me go to let me go outside think I can get from here. Oh no, where am I? Let me just try somewhere different. I'll just go to here. Right, so you can see there's my main peaks up there. There's my AA2 control room. There's my farm. And this, which is making things run very slow, is my Borg artifact ship, which took a lot of work to get going. This whole area was set up with various machinery to create the blocks that I needed and to put the blocks into random order, feed them into the builders to build up the wall. Each side is like 4 different blocks deep, so that you get some green showing through, some different patterns on the next level. It's meant to look as though it's crashed into the ground. You can see how it's made up on the top. So see, I created all these blocks using the machinery and then fed it in one layer, one wall at a time. And I've hacked out a few bits to make it look as though it's broken. And the green is the inner layer. So, and this is a force field here. You can see the different layers. You've got the outer layer, next fancy layer, and then the green glowy layer. And then you've got all these blocks in here. It's really not very far ahead. I haven't done much in here yet. Trying to make this the corridors. Yeah, I need to finish this off. You've got these elevators. Let's go up to level 4. Oh, hold on. Where are we? Yeah, we're on level 3, aren't we? There. So this was meant to be like where all the Borg are lined up. I've only done this side. I've got the barrier. These are the fancy light things that I saw in some picture somewhere. And then you've got the actual draconic reactor. It's in a force field, not that that would probably stop it blowing up if it or doing any damage, but it looked nice, I thought. Let's go down in the elevator. Go to the. We'll have a look at the reactor core. So this is the main reactor. This is what's powering my whole setup just now. It's completely computer controlled. I'll show you the control room. Yeah, that's the control room up there. It's a bit difficult with these blocks there. So this is the main control room. So you can see the reactor, and I know it's not in the middle. I'm going to rebuild it at some point. So that takes you to the turbines in the big reactors room. This is our computer that's running the whole show. You can see I'm almost out of fuel here, but it's healthy and it's generating almost 400,000 RF per tick. So you can see we've got energy readouts there. I've got a battery backup system for the computer. in case the power fails. So that's storing quite a lot of power there already in case. Let me get out of here. There we go. Close my hatch. So again, that's Draconic Control by ZY Freak. It's the same guy that wrote the computer program for the other reactor. I do have some spare fuel in here. So that's my Borg ship in my main reactor. Let me just get to my second tower. Yeah. We're back here. I think this one. Yeah, this is my original base, which is miles away. I've still got some things to move over, like the Tinker's Construct stuff. I had fresh eggs being created here. See, most of it's getting moved out. As you can see, I had a spawner room in there. Various equipment here that's slowly getting moved. Some potions that I need to get moved over. Oh, I don't think I've moved this away. I can't remember what that was making. This is one thing I really need to get moved over. The draconic stuff. This was my semi-automated setup for making my armor. I need to get that moved. And I had a few teleports to various places. That was my original fields. So that's basically it. That's my base as it currently stands. Waiting for the server. There we go. So it runs away all by itself just now, and I come on now and again and I play about on it. So I hope you've enjoyed that tour. Say the server is up and running, but there's nobody else playing on it just now. But we shall see. I need to get my rocket area finished off. I've only dug the tunnels out to it. So I shall leave it there. So thanks for watching. Take care, be safe. If you've got any questions, you can post up in the comments and I shall try and answer them. Okay, so I shall say bye for now.